Alrighty, and hello everyone. Welcome back to the Carrabassett, or sorry, here we go again. Dirigo207 here with you. Happy August 14th to y'all. It's already halfway through the last month of summer, and that's really disappointing. Like, don't get me wrong, love fall. Really love fall, especially, looking at the Carrabassett here and seeing this beautiful fall scene that we're painting. But fall means winter's right around the corner, and I really don't want to deal with winter. But anyway, sorry for a long absence. When was my last stream anyways with you guys? Let me see. My last stream, I think, was on the Caldvon, and I want to say that was about 13 days ago, so August 1st or 2nd. Did the 30th live stream of the Caldvon. Today we're in live stream number 58 of the Carrabassett. So hope y'all will enjoy this one. Phase 1 of the project is actually coming along quite well. We're pushing through, getting some good work done. Of course, we're sitting here at Bigleow Station looking at my progress, and I do have something to show you guys that I worked on recently. I found a guy by the name of, I forget his actual username, but he has a group called Northern Texas Trains Workshop. And he's actually released some fantastic models, and he looks like he's bringing like modern American cars to the world of trains. One of the things he did was bring the Chevrolet Impala police platform, the 93C and a 91C. He brought this to the game, and I went ahead last night and painted up a Carrabassett Railroad Police Chevrolet Impala 91C. And I think it came out quite well. The only thing that Sean recommended I do was change the CBVR text, which, let me come back here real quick. I might rotate the car just so you guys can see it in the light. Yeah, I did this last night. It's really basic. It's just a silver body with the pine liner green and such. And then I had to really work hard with this section last night because it just wasn't playing nice with me. Yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. Wish I could change the light bar color on the roof because I would like to change that to be blue on blue and not red and blue. Back here was actually able to grab a license plate from the state of Maine and just give the car that little extra detail. But I'm extremely happy with how that came out. But this is one of the official cars that the Carrabassett uses for policing. I'd like to see if he releases any pickup trucks or SUVs, and I would love it, obviously, if a Crown Vic came to platform, which he said is in the work. Do consider giving them a check. North Texas Trains Workshop. I'm going to put their group link. I'm going to put their Facebook group here in the chat if you want to give them a look, as well as if you want to visit their actual website. Let me come over here real quick. So there's the website name and the Facebook link to that group. But anyways, so give them a look, give them some support. It's always good to see new creators in the trains community, especially people who are looking to do good work. So very happy to see that. Moving along, let's head down to Kingfield, where I've been working a little bit. I've been doing finally some industrial work in Kingfield. Oh yeah, and I think Ethan was getting Kingfield Station set up, so this is where Kingfield Station will actually be. I think today I'll probably end up building the parking lot and the loop for pickups and drop-offs. But I've been doing some building placements, just some very small building placement in Kingfield. I was working on this industry here, Jordan Lumber. which is a business that actually does exist, but finally getting it onto the route. So we got Jordan Lumber. Couple of houses placed. Working on this back street here, as well as the Maine Organic Farmers and Growers Association. Got their facility built here, which no longer includes a milk loadout. It's now for a bulk team track for the region, as well as a grain goods, or you can load some potatoes in via this belt loader. New England Wire and their weird ass building was finally placed in. Big ol' Kit Bash. Hello, MMRRX. Welcome to the stream. But we have this building back here placed. Just a hodgepodge of different buildings. I think it looks fine, in my opinion. Moving along, we have Poland Spring back here. Getting their facility placed in. It's a bottling facility for water. And that's kind of a bulk of what we've done. Then we do have Arc Enterprises up back the other way. Which I think Ethan was telling me to add another track here for bringing in, I think it was argon gas. Yeah. Nick2 New England, hello. Or Nick2. Bad with my words today. That's kind of a bulk of what I've done. I've been slow once again. I did get bored last night while I was looking at something, and I did work, unfortunately, off of Phase 1. I was down here in Kennebec in North Anson, and just kind of redid the layout itself. Double main the track coming through. Single track to the Y. Unfortunately, took out my bridge, which I think is going to end up. I'm going to switch the truss with this plate girder over here. Gonna swap them around. But yeah, finally redid that side of the yard. And of course, how we set up the yard, and then I was speed limiting from there. And then I got into a long conversation with Sean, and then decided to paint a cop car. Which again, I think that turned out well. At least I think, anyways. I'm not exactly sure how it turned out, but regardless, the idea for the day is we're going to be in Kingfield building. We're going to be plopping down some homes and businesses and such. Probably, I just cut myself. That's great. Yeah, dang it. The idea is to maybe tie together the area between Jordan Lumber and the Mafka. Place some buildings, get some trees in, maybe some signage, and then possibly just work on extending around it. You know, start here and then just kind of work in a circle. Ethan really did a wicked good job back here, so I'm not too concerned about that. You know, he did a fine job back up this way, so I might come to this side of the river. I might not. I was trying to figure out why there's a covered bridge back here. Is there actually a covered bridge in Kingfield? I'm entirely unsure. Let me see. Kingfield. Kingfield Fire Department, that's close enough. There is not a footbridge across the river. But some creative liberty I'll take. Do you need more route builders on the Carrabassett? We have, let's see, me, Mal, Ethan, and Jack. That's 4 people on this project, which means I'm splitting my money with 4 people when we release this for payware. So currently, at the moment, no, we do not. We are a little full up on route builders. Trying to think, what do we need? I don't really know what we need. I think eventually we'll need some beta testers, but we're going to be picking those people out. Oh, actually, I wanted that back open. Sorry, I got a Google Earth open in the background, and I kind of would like that, so I can see what the hell I'm placing. Alda Stream comes into Kingfield. The Alda Stream Township. That's a throwback for any of y'all. Alright. So let's get to work. I think I'll work on building placement first, and I'll come back with textures. So I know this here is a farm field. Let me get on this side of town real quick. Yeah, so there's looks like a big field and maybe some like small condos or apartments or something right back up here. Looks like they're right here, so we're gonna move them over, or just kind of put them around this. So, let me see here. So let's go to apartments or apartment. So I guess they're more like duplexes. Actually, let me do this. It is hot today, geez, I'm crow. See, I don't want that one. I want the fifth one. That's a little too European for me, I guess. Alright, we'll go back to apartment. I might have to get something close enough and then just call it a day. Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate the offer to help with route building, but yeah, unfortunately, we are a little full up. We've had a lot of people end up on this project. I think this building might have to do. A little too big for Kingfield. Yeah, so we're going to end up using this building. That's going to be close enough. So we're going to angle it and push it back some. So it looks like there's about 2, 3, 4. That one, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 of these buildings here. So now just going for something that looks the part. May not exactly be what's here, but you know, as long as it looks the part. And that's something that I've really taken a long time to get, like, you know, through my skull. If it can just look the part, then it's fine enough. You know, I've been very fixated on, no, it needs to look exactly like it. We need to, like, model certain buildings and certain things. And, yeah, I would agree. We should probably model some buildings eventually that may fit the part. But I don't think it's necessary to model every building in town. Not anymore, anyways. Like, oh, it just... it would be a nightmare to try and do that. So this will work out much better. Yeah, we're just working on it like this, and then just getting something down, getting something that can represent, you know, maybe what we're going for. Otherwise, you know, just focus on getting the route done. You know, that's kind of what we should be focusing on, is getting things plopped in, things placed down, and getting the route done. Because that's the big problem, is we have a lot to... Actually, looking at the map, we don't have a ton left to do. At least for Phase 1. Like, Phase 1's coming along quite well. Phase 1 is... I dare say it's slowly starting to wrap up. And after Phase 1 gets released, I would be keen to take some time off from the route and just kind of... Just kind of... maybe take a break. Enjoy it, run on it. And then get back to work. You know, hey, we've been working on it for 7 years. Finally, something's done. Let's take a break. Let's just all kind of focus on something else for a minute. Take a breather. We got part 1 done. And then we'll come back and reconvene. And we'll get going again. You know, I think that would be healthy for work ethic of the route. But that is entirely just me. Who knows? Maybe the other guys would want to start, you know, just keep going. And I guess I'm fine with that too. I personally would rather... the hell? I personally would rather just take like a moment and just breathe for a minute, but I think the other problem that could present itself there is that, you know, you take too long of a break and then it's hard to get back to work. So, there. Might not be perfect, but it's what's there. I'll come back after and add additional packing and stuff like that and kind of smooth the terrain out to allow me to do that. But yeah, I think Phase 1's coming along well. I think it's heading in the right direction, so... You know, to look over there and actually see, like, trees and not just Google Earth textures is actually wicked, in my opinion. Now, I know I sound like I'm putting the cart before the horse. You know, like, oh, hey, he sounds like he's getting done with the route. We're not close to done. Like, we are not even that close to done. But to see where we are at, it's pretty wicked, in my opinion. Alright, sorry, just looking at it. Google Earth. If you see me pause for a long second, I'm either checking my phone real quick, or I'm looking at Google Earth. And more likely than not, I'm looking at Google Earth just because I need to see what I'm doing. Because a lot of it's just like small, very basic and simple homes right here. And it looks like from here, from Savage Road that kind of heads up the other way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5, 6, 7, 6 homes on the north side of the road and 1 home on the south side. And there's a little subdevelopment that comes in. And a wicked long driveway that heads back to, like, looks like someone's house. Sat way back up there. Like right here, there's someone's... Oh, stepdad's calling. Give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. I forgot I had called him earlier. So there's a house down here with a really long driveway. Comes back up this way. Yeah, so there's about, I think, 6 homes up here. Stretching between here and there. So, just play some houses. You don't find a lot of brick homes up here, but I mean, you kind of do, but you kind of don't. I don't really know up in this situation, up in Kingfield, but I don't recall seeing a lot of like brick homes like this. But it fits the because you do find homes kind of like that up here a little bit, but not in Kingfield. But it's just trying to fill a look, trying to fill something. So see, my only gripe, well, only other gripe, because I got a lot of gripes, is that the LTG roads just don't have like a base to them. So if you want to do something like this, you got the road showing underneath. And probably have to put like a ballast spline down or something, or a grass spline or something. I'll figure that out. Alright, let's see. Ooh, smoky, smoky. Don't want that. While we're sitting here looking at houses, I hope you all have been having a good August, good summer so far. It's been hot and dry up here, like really hot and dry. Where I live is currently in a wicked drought, which I'm a little unhappy about because it means my lawn's died. But it's been a pretty decent summer. It's been sunny, not a lot of weather, but it's been kind of nice. It's been kind of a nice summer so far. I haven't done a whole hell of a lot. Like I probably should get back out there on my bicycle, but no, it's been nice. Hung out with some buddies, hung out with a bud of mine last night, and it's nice just to kind of blow some steam off. Let's see here. Of course, it's kind of hard to see because the texture's got a little plucked over. Oh, here comes Toby. What you doing, buddy? You being a cat? Well, let me pet you. Urgh. You weird cat. Who sheds way too much? Oh, no, you can't flop. Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh, to be a house cat. Who has aspirations to be an outdoor cat still. But I won't let you because of the coyotes. I think that's how that's supposed to go. Looks like there's just a couple of... I think this is oh yeah, this would be Kingfield Storage. I think this is what this would be. So this is the entrance to Kingfield Storage, so I'll have to put a couple storage units there. Let's see. Bigleow again. So just after that, there's like another dirt entrance, and then another small house. Small house across the street. Oh, it's getting windy. So yeah, about here-ish would be just a house. Just a little small, rink-a-dink, small little house. Nothing big. There's like a subdevelopment that comes back here, so I'll get the road. I'll tell you, I've been in a good mood lately, which is very weird. I don't know, I've just been kind of paying attention to certain things about myself, and I feel like I'm kind of in a good headspace lately. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of finally heading into a good spot personally, which is a big thing for me. Um, obviously, you guys who may have watched the channel for a while know a little about me. Been just struggling with some emotional issues and mental health problems. Trying to get that fixed and whatnot. But I haven't really been doing anything different lately. But I've just been in a good mood. I mean, I have been working on me. I never stopped that because I need to do that. I need to work on me. I want to do it for me because I don't want to be that, this way forever. But there was one event that kind of, kickstarted that. And that was I had lost a friend who didn't want to be friends with me anymore because I'd kind of given up on taking care of me. And I kind of almost inadvertently, like I didn't say it, but it was definitely implied that, I was kind of expecting her to do it, kind of take care of me. And I like how I say I'm in a good mood, and the viewers of the stream just declines by a couple. Um, anyways, but no, like I had known this girl for a little while, and real awesome person, like the best person I've ever met. Um, but unfortunately, we got to know each other at a really bad time in my life. Like I stated before, I was not taking care of me, not doing the things I needed to be doing to live a healthy life. So eventually she got tired of it, and she kind of came to resent me, which I can't say I blame her. She wanted the best for me. She wanted me to see me get better, but she didn't want to have to do all the footwork. Actually, speaking of the devil. Um, but so we stopped talking. Like right as COVID got started. Um, but anyways, so fast forward a little bit. Became friends with this girl named Lighty. Spelled Liddy, but you know. Um, so we get to talking, and she got this new job up north in Freeport. And I told her about this girl. This girl's name was Emily, or is Emily. She didn't go anywhere. But one day, Lighty messages me and goes, "Hey, how many Emilys do you think live in the state of Maine?" And I go, probably just one. Why? What's her last name? And I said her last name. And she goes, "Oh, I work with her now." But I was like, oh, that's kind of awkward for me. And I explained to her she's a really awesome person. Like, you're gonna love working with her. She's really, really good. Like, but I kind of expressed to her, I'm like, I don't know how she particularly feels about me. Um, Especially all these years later. Like, I don't know if she grew to resent me more. But just, not that I expect you to, but maybe just don't mention me. Maybe just don't ever bring me up. And she did well for a while. So I was in New York City last week, and I got back, and I had messaged Lighty, and I go, hey, I was in New York, showed her a couple pictures, and she goes, oh, I had made a new friend myself. I think I was joking about, I went to go take a picture of the World Trade Center. I took some pictures of pigeons on the sidewalk instead, because my phone guffed up, and I thought I'd taken the photo before then. But anyways, so she sends me a photo of her and Emily, and I'm like, that's weird. And I asked her, like, how, or she said, she says hello. I'm like, you two are talking? She knows we talk. She goes, yeah, we talked about it. I'm like, how did I come up in conversation by chance? So they were talking about Bumble of all things. And I'm like, oh, God. Because that's where I met both of them. I'm like, oh, yep. All right. But, she's like, yeah, she hopes you're doing well. I'm like, oh, well, tell her I said I'm doing great, actually, and hope she's doing well, too. And later that day, she added me on Snapchat, and we just started talking ever since. And she sounds like she wants to meet up at some point and hang out again, which I'd love to. She was a joy to talk to and hang out with, but it's just been nice. It's been really nice, and I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. Like I have a ton to say about it. Don't get me wrong, but I have nothing else to say that's not. It's just nice because that's what it is. It was really nice to just reconnect with someone and I guess not know that I'm hated, but just know that even after all that time, someone still would want to talk to me and looks forward to catching back up and stuff, and struggling to find words right now. But it's been awesome. It's a nice building. I mean, totally doesn't fit what I'm going with, but I didn't know I had that. I always wondered, is like this the front of the house, or is this the front of the house? Because this doesn't strike me as the front of the house. But I guess it would be, because it has two doors here, and I don't know. I'm going to stick with this. It was probably a single family home, and they turned it into a dual family home. That might fit better in, the center of Kingfield. Jesus fucking Christ, Sean. Go kill yourself. Alright. Get some houses on this side of the road. I will say, though, reconnecting with MLA, it has been a little awkward. Because I've been so used to, for the last couple of years, like, especially at first when, like, we stopped being friends, we went from talking every day to not. I want to message her, like, every day. Like, I kind of wait for her to message me and stuff like that, because I don't know, I guess I don't want to be a bother, but I don't know. I don't know. It's still kind of a weird situation because you go from talking every day to just nothing for two-ish years. It was May 2020 or April of 2020, so April 21, 22, yeah, about a little over 2 years, pushing 3 actually. I don't know. They say everything happens for a reason, and I get tired of hearing that. Like, I get so tired of hearing that saying, because, like, everyone says it. It's like you get run over by a car. Oh, well, everything happens for a reason. You get your money flies out the window because you forgot to put, your Nintendo Switch on it in the passenger seat, and you're like, oh, it's a nice day. I should roll all the windows down, and then, like, $40 just blows out the window going down, the street. That didn't happen. But anyways, besides my woes, hey, you go from talking every day to not talking every day to now kind of talking every day again, but you want to pump the brakes a little bit. It's like, I don't know. I guess I'm just confused. It was definitely one of the situations where, like I said, on my end, it was getting shitty, and she was going through her own stuff in her life, but both of us going through it at the same time, and me just kind of being like, hey, take care of me, wasn't gonna work. I had a couple of people, like co-workers, go, well, she's kind of abusive. I'm like, how was anything she ever did abusive? She forced me to get my shit together. Darn, I gotta appreciate myself and live a better life. No, stop smoking. I want to use you. Fine, fuck it, I'll use you. That's a lot of smoke. It blows everywhere. Alright, we're not using you. Ooh, a coffee house? A Russian coffee house. No, but it has been nice. I've been telling all my whole family and stuff like that. Like, hey, guess who I'm talking to again? And say Emily. And I thought my aunt was gonna burst with freaking excitement. My aunt loved that girl. The funny thing is, we never even dated. Like, I told a friend of mine last night at the Rooster, and he goes, "Ah, you gonna get that?" I'm like, no. Like, learning from past mistakes, I don't think that's what she's looking for. Like, I think I finally got it after 2 years that I don't think she was looking for a boyfriend. And that's A-okay. That is A-okay with me. A 100% okay. Because truth be told, I don't really want a girlfriend right now. Like, I think it's just more convenient to live my life like this. At least for now, anyways. Like, yeah, I'd want one day, but like I was telling the guy I went to the Golden Rooster with last night. I was like, so end of this month I'm going up to Greenville, Maine, which actually isn't far off the Carrabassett. Like, yeah, I'm going to Greenville, and you know how I did that? I went up to the guy who I'm gonna go see. I said, hey Johnny, what are you doing at the end of the month? Okay, cool. Do you mind if I come to Greenville? Yeah, absolutely. Come on up. I would love, you're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. It's going to be a great time. And that was that. And you know who I had to tell? No one. Because I won't need time off from work for it, because it's going to be on my off days anyways. The only person that I really need to tell is probably my aunt, so maybe she can just check on my cat. And the only people that I really need to, like, inform that I'm going to Greenville is just my family, just in case anything happens while I'm up there. They just know, like, I'm in Greenville. Yeah, it's a big drive up there. It's northern Maine. So just so you know, they know where I am. Yeah, hey guys, I'm heading to Greenville. Okay, have a great trip. Thank you. I'll see you when I get back. That's that. That's it. I don't need to tell anyone else, not a soul. And that's the beauty of it. I don't need to coordinate it with my girlfriend. I don't need to coordinate it with this person. I don't need to coordinate with anyone. I can just go. I can just go. I can just do. I can do what I want up there. And that's the nice part, is I can just leave. Like, if I was still with my ex, I'd have to be like, hey babe, I want to go to Greenville this weekend, and have to jump through all these fucking hoops and be yelled at, and why I can't afford that, and all this da 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 blah 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 blah. All this just ugh shit. Just to go to do something I want to do. And that's the crappy part, is being told what you can and can't do. Like, what a horrible way to live your life, to be told what you can and cannot do. And the sad thing is I did it for so long. Which I can't believe still, like, I did that. But anyways, enough about the negative. But it's been nice. Like, I don't want a girlfriend right now. I kind of lose that freedom. A little bit. I mean, it depends on, like, if you're with the right person or not, I would suppose. Like, if I'm with the right person, be like, hey, babe, I want to go to Greenville for the weekend. She'll be like, all right, like, can I go? Sure. Do you want to come? No, not really. Okay. She may like, hey, can you do it next weekend? Yeah, I can check. Did you have something planned? Yeah, I was hoping we could do this. Okay, cool. That's that. You can coordinate plans a little bit. But, let me see here. Just kind of looking at other things right now, because I've been going for about 48 minutes. And I think it's one of those situations where I feel like I'm doing more than I've actually done. Like that time I was working on the Caldvon, it was in the Marienburg neighborhood. And I was all proud of the work I was doing. I'm like, man, I've done so much work. I can't wait to see what I've done. And I placed like a block of houses. I'm like, wow, that's it? Like, that's all I've done? And I'd worked for hours. I think I was quite pissed off about it, too. I'm like, man, so goddamn slow. Just gonna try and smooth this out some so I can build a custom parking lot. Just kind of smooth that out a little more. Pull that back off the road so it's not as bad. Like, this is the only downside to doing what I do, is that I want to build a custom parking lot, but I got to make sure that the terrain works with me a little bit. But no, it's the beautiful part is like being single does suck, but being single is really awesome too. Like, you know, I've been to San Diego, I've been to California recently, and again, you know who I had to check with? No one. Except maybe my job, of course, but I'd be like, hey, I'm thinking about heading out. Can, like, you know, someone cover my shift for me? And usually, yeah, someone will cover my shift, so it's a-okay. But other than that, like, I don't have to check with a significant other. And that's fantastic. I don't have to tell her, like, hey, I reconnected with an old female friend of mine. And then have to answer for that for, like, 3 fucking days. So I think that was, like, the worst part about being with my ex was, like, I came home from my sister's wedding, right? And my sister, obviously, she was very popular. She knows a lot of girls from high school, and a lot of them came to the wedding. And there was one friend in particular, her name is Amanda, that I've known probably literally forever. Like, that's not just me being dramatic. Like, I've probably known this girl forever. She's like family. She's like a sister to me. You know, is she very pretty? Yeah. But I'd never date her in any capacity. Because, girl's like a sister to me, and that's just kind of weird. But anyways, so, like, I remember I hadn't seen this girl in forever. I hadn't seen Amanda in, like, a long, long time. You know, I've been living out in Illinois and stuff, so she was at not the funeral. I mean, probably pass for a funeral these days. So she comes over, Jaden, it's so good to see you. Oh, you've grown up. Like, you know, you've grown up. Like, you know, she hadn't seen me in such a long time. She was amazed with how I'd grown up. I'd gotten taller. I kind of was turning into a man and stuff like that. And she came over. Oh, let's take a picture together. Took a picture, and immediately before the photo snap, there's Hannah. Who's this? Hi, my name's Hannah, Jaden's girlfriend. It's like, okay, calm down. Like, calm down, alright? Just need to take about 10% off, okay? Like, this is Amanda. She's my sister's best friend. I've known this girl, as I've stated to you guys, forever. Like, for fucking ever. Oof. Peter's running hot. I also got a lot of cat fur down in there. Probably need to blow that out at some point. Oh, it's like, you know, then we had like talk about it after the wedding. She's like, oh, well, I was very concerned when that girl came over and put her arm around you. I'm like, you mean Amanda? You mean when Amanda put her arm around me and said, hey, let's take a photo together at my sister's wedding because we hadn't seen each other in forever? A girl who's known me since I was in, like, elementary school, who's much older than me, not like much older than me, like 4 or 5 years, but still, like, she's my sister's best friend. Like, really? You were concerned about that? Of course, then it's like, what the hell do I say to that? What do I say to that? I didn't say anything, because I knew better. But, like, we had to talk about it. I'm like, for what? What do we gotta talk about? Then my sister calls me up, you know, all pissed off because Hannah had been really rude to her and her guest at her wedding, which, yeah, she was. But I'm like, I'm kind of in the car with her, so can't really say much, and also she's a bitch, so you can't tell, I don't particularly like my ex. Like, for those who might be picking up what I'm putting down here, I don't particularly care for her. And everyone's like, oh, well, she's an ex for a reason then, huh? I'm like, yeah, she left me. Because heaven forbid I'd be depressed and, try to figure my life out and ask her questions about, like, hey, I'm feeling sad. Should I probably see someone about that? Oh, no, you're just missing home. Okay, well, I feel really, like, sad all the time. And, like, not happy. Like, all the fucking time. So, what should I do about that, Miss, psychology major graduate? It was always a fun conversation. But anyways, that's been going on this week. I've been training for bartending. It's been actually kind of fun. Actually, I've been kind of having a blast bartending. Just something different, kind of breaks up the monotonous day. Although, shit, I just told my mom I wanted to meet her for her birthday supper on Wednesday. I was supposed to train for bartending on Wednesday. I'll probably just go in afterward. Yeah, no, but on bar, it's been, like I said, it's been interesting. It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. I haven't really made any tips from it yet, because I'm working with people that's their assigned shift. So I try to give them their tips, their priority, since I get paid pretty well, which I should probably get paid tomorrow so I can go fix my car. But being on bar is actually kind of fun. Like, it's something different, it's something new. Like, as the guy I work with, Skippa, he's the bartender that I bar back for. He just tells me, he's like, you gotta just run the show. Like, he's like, all bartending is just a big game. He's like, especially here, where it's small and it's a very intimate setting. It's a 7-seat bar, so like, you gotta get to know your people well. We're in a very, very small setting, a very, very intimate setting, so like, you need to get to know your customers somewhat well. You need to kind of have a conversation with them. Sometimes, they don't want to have a conversation, so you don't. But sometimes they do, so you just need to kind of play the game and whatnot. And someone said it, and I had to agree, like, the bartender that I work for, Skippa, he gets paid stupid money by people to shit on them, to basically pick on them and whatnot. He gets paid to pick on people. And people pay him stupid money to do that. Like, it's incredible. And the more I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, I used to tip Skipper really, really well. Like, really well. I still do if I ever get him, but I work the same shifts with him usually, so I don't get the chance to tip him. But, it's like, yeah, he gets paid stupid fucking money just to shit on people all day, and that's incredible. But, a lot of what I'm going to be stepping into is just, yeah, it's going to be learning how to interact with people, because I wouldn't say I don't know how to interact with people. It's not my forte. I can't say it's something that I'm particularly keen on. I don't do it all the time. This person's, yeah, it's a fucking disaster. So I'm just looking at someone's house in Kingfield, and it's like an urban disaster. Hold on a second to reply to this. Anyways, so yeah, looks like 1, 2, 4 houses between here and the ball field. Like, this dude's yard right here is an absolute wreck. See what Audi used, or I'm not Audi. I like that house. That'll work well right over here. It is going to be a fine balance of, like, trying not to reuse the assets so much, but also, like, there's not a lot that we have to work with, so you got to kind of make do with what you got. But no, but like, I'm used to being a server right now and just being a barback. Being a barback, like, I kind of know how to interact with people, but I also don't have to do much. So I do get the luxury of kind of getting paid to socialize, which is really nice. Like, that's actually kind of a wicked job. Also, who made this house? I might just go ahead and bulk download it. Let's see, 106 Main Street, I think it is. 106 Main Street night mode. It's from Lifa. Well, let's see what else they got. Leafer. This guy's got a lot of assets. Yeah, I'll just kind of grab all he's got. Sorry, just kind of taking a look here and seeing what else there is. Yeah, not too much else. Let's kind of take a look real quick then. Go to author. Leafer. Okay. It's kind of the same house right there. It's kind of a nice house. I don't know if I put that here. That'll go well over here. How many houses are on that side of the road? Let's see. Between 1, 2. It's a trailer. Got a long driveway. Alright. So let's see. We'll go 200 Jefferson Street. What's this? Oh, that's a business. We'd love to see it. What's this? It's like a little shed. Actually, that will come in handy over here, because it looked like this guy had a shed. Trailer here. There's a long driveway back up there. Like here-ish or something. So I'll put another house right here. Put a driveway that goes back up there. I'll do that actually in a second. Gotta find a house that will go there. It's another business. Would you look at that? It's actually not a bad looking house. Though this one looks like it's a trailer. Yeah, it's a trailer. So I'll put that in. I'll keep this back up over here. On what is this? Mountain View Road? Yeah, we'll keep this over here. This guy's a nice setup. This guy's a nice property. You get to detail it just a little bit. Got like little gardens and stuff. Is that a metal roof? Eh, just the overhang there. Not bad. Cute little place. Alright, let's see here. So I need trailers. Or mobile homes. So mobile. No, not mobile. We got our first mobile home right here. Perfect. It's mobile. It's a home. We get the second one back over here. I wonder if mobile homes are a thing over in Europe. That's actually something I don't really know. Yeah, so I'm going to take this. I guess I'll put it back over here. By the tracks and such. Looks like the front stoop. That might be an in-town house. We'll use that as an in-town house. Let me go back to Leafa. See, author, Lee. No, help. No, come back. Leafer. It's like a fire station. The Carrabassett fire station? No. Let's scroll down. Morris Park, water tower. Nope, I'm good. Shed, open. Ooh. I like that. I might use that over here at the Jordan Lumber. Stacked pretty high, but I like that. Let's see. Oof, the sun just came out. Holy hell. It's like shining through my windows. I can't see the computer screen anymore. It's a cute little house. Kind of reminds me a lot of like living back where I used to live in Illinois, up in Methalto. A lot of houses like this. No, I didn't swear off the fire station. I just said, Sean, we might no longer need the fire department if I have a police department. There was no swearing off. See, you just misheard me. Oh, there's all the town over here. Oh my god. Ah! So much town. But I got buildings. That's good. I'm heading in the right direction. I'm working. I'm being productive. I hope. What's this building? Probably already looked at it, but feed, seed, and grain. I might need to feed, seed, and grain. The hell is this? I think I've used this already. Well, time to use it again. Where could this fit? Let's see. Oof. Alright, where am I in town? There's the Mafka. So there's supposed to be, looks like, a house in the middle of this field here. A farmhouse of some kind. Like, kind of right here-ish. And it looks like that house ended up over here. Which, I mean, there is a house over there, but so I'll keep that road and retain it, but I'm gonna put that house right here and break this field up, because that's what this calls for. Gonna take a little playing around with the textures and stuff, but so we'll do that. Perfect. Like a little barn right there. I think there's like an additional support building of some kind. Like this big fuck off gazebo in the middle of this field. It's like you have their driveway, comes like a little circle here. It's like a barn, a little support building, fenced area, a little coop in the middle. I don't know. Another fence, and then it was like a gazebo right here. Very weird. Now looking on the other side of, what was that? West Branch, Carrabassett River. I'm gonna choke and die. Looks like just a regular old home. So this, oh, actually crosses over here. Nah, I don't recall you saying that, honestly. I don't recall you saying that. So it's like a house here, some trees. A graveyard. Yeah, it's a whole graveyard. Yes, there's a graveyard here. It's actually a... Of course it'd be a whole ass inn right next to a graveyard in Maine. Good job, Maine. Good job. I would expect nothing less out of this state. So yeah, house, graveyard, and then there's a big inn up here on the hill. Apparently this is called Winter Hill. What a view. Oh good, they get industrial noises from the Mafka. Then this is the West Branch Carrabassett. Alda Stream. This looks like Alda Stream that comes up this way. And heads towards Alda Stream Township. Ooh, those fans on my computer just kicked up. Oh, wow. Yeah, she hot today. It is kind of humid. So I think I'm going to save preemptively, because I haven't done that in a hot minute. Hot minute. Computer's hot. I gotta go home. Let's see here. Wisconsin, welcome. How are you? We're just doing a preemptive save because my computer's struggle busting today. Alright. Need to switch my music up in the background here. Now you guys can't hear it because I'm playing copyrighted music. Actually, before I forget, the fire department up here has a helipad in their parking lot. Or at least just a marking area where a helicopter should indeed land if needed to come to town. Alright, let's just place some houses here. I'm not too concerned. I probably need to stop focusing on like how many houses are on what side of the road. I know this house is over here, so just go ahead and place them. That is kind of my shortcoming is like hyper focusing on like how many houses are on one side of the road versus how many let's see here. But yeah, hyper focusing on like how many buildings are on one side of the road versus the other. It's like, bitch, there's not even a railroad here. So just go ahead and place things. I don't want a driveway. One more goddamn thing for me to shovel. So we'll just place some houses and we'll just call it good. So I think I'll complete placing buildings down on this street here. I'll probably then start going through and just plopping textures down, and I can come back through and do detail work like driveways, and since it is close to the tracks, mailboxes and stuff and whatnots. You know, especially right up against the tracks, I want details like that, like mailboxes and so on and so forth. A little further away from the tracks, not so much, like, you know, once we get probably, I don't know if we'll do. Probably gonna have to do it in here just because it is close enough to the tracks. I'll confer with my team. Probably like if there's like a house over here, it ain't gonna get a mailbox, or like the house is probably like from here over, they probably aren't gonna get anything. Let's see here. House Classic Revival. A little European for my taste. Yeah, I could see there being a Sears bungalow back here. Probably actually just put it right up against the tracks here. Sorry, the windows. There are certain things that will bother me, and the windows on the basement not showing is one of them. There we go. That's fine. Wicked. Alright, so next up. Plop that there. Don't we shit. I don't want to do that. Nope, nope, nope. Bring it back. Bring it back there. Good song. Alright, so I want like a single level. I might actually grab the JR home. With porch. Move it back. Now the only other thing I need to do is cross-buck the road here. So we get some cross-bucks going. We'll go cross-buck, not knuck. No, not fuck. Oh, Lord, I worry about me some days. that old. I don't know why that crossbuck's so aggressively huge, you know? I kind of like that one. It's just a little unweathered, so not too keen on that. I'll say that the one of the crossbucks got nay-nayed by a snowplow, so they replaced it. The other one, on the other hand, on the other side of the tracks, is going to be railroad. I wish he put some roll on it. You know what? Get rid of that. I wish this top bit was bent, not the back part. Because to me, it would make a little more sense with a snowplow if that bit was bent. That part wasn't, but... Just a little side street crossing that's been forgotten about over time. Just need to pull that house down a little more. Let me go ahead and soften the terrain. Yeah. Another house there. I think there was an abandoned house over here. Looked like it anyways. Nope, I'm back. It's about 100 feet between the edge of the field to the fence line, so... Get off me, bug. There you go. Get out of here. Let me see. Fence. It's not how you spell fence. I'll go wise. You know what? Fuck that. I want... Wrong button. Straighten that out. Alright, whoops. Alright, wicked. Got the fence for the ball field. Why that was so pressing, I haven't a clue. Yeah. Wish we get like a different ball field asset. Maybe like a little beat up. More worn and broken in, a little overgrown. I mean, I suppose I could submerge it just a touch. A skosh. Yeah, we'll just leave it. Alright, so we did that. Probably could like add a set of bleachers over here. Bleacher. They're backwards. Ha! Love that. Interesting. Alright. So just a little ball field, some light details, nothing too huge. So I'm more concerned right now with getting just stuff put in. I'm kind of not doing a good job at that. There are power lines over here on this road, so... probably bring the power line over this way. That's a weird post fan. Sorry, I'm just looking at my window and there's a post office fan pulling up and it's like a Mercedes Benz or something. Huh. Alright. Alright. What can't you connect to? The hell was that? Oh, actually, I think I know who that was. I think that was my buddy Nick. He's gonna come right through that tree. So we're gonna move that tree. Yeah. Basic services. Getting the hungries. Actually, I remember having issues with these power lines. I wonder if Auto-rec would clear it, just out of curiosity. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, cool. Wicked. Wicked, wicked. Alright, so we got the power lines in. Get the one heading over to the Mafka. I guess now would be a good time to stop placing some textures. I think it's the most work on the Carrabassett I've done in probably like a month. Actually, more than that. I lied. I'm good at lying. After I said I'm good at lying, the song I'm listening to goes, yeah, alright. Thanks, System of a Down. I really appreciate that. You know, when you guys agreed with me, I really felt that. But as I was saying earlier, like I said, I personally feel we're getting pretty darn close to getting something done here with the Carrabassett in terms of possibly getting a phase out to you guys. In discussing that, I had imagined we were going to keep parts of the Carrabassett on, or the whole thing, but Sean expressed concerns, and I have to agree actually with him, because I was like, oh, well, we're just going to keep like the rest of the route on there, and they'll just, we'll give them phase 1, then phase 2, and they'll have the whole thing to use. He's like, I don't really think we should be giving them an uncompleted project. Like, here, have this, and then wait, there's more, and then wait, there's indeed more, and then more, and then more. So instead of, just giving them the entire route to use, we'll just give them phase 1, and then we'll give them phase 2, which includes phase 1, and then phase 3, which includes previous phases, and so on and so forth until the route's completed. I know Sean's discussed it several times. I forget exactly which phase is what. I don't really know exactly what phase comes next after this. Logic would probably say we should maybe head towards potentially, North Anson and towards the Kennebec Yard. But that is just me. I figured maybe it'd be a good idea to head towards the biggest yard on the route to give the user something to use. But it might also be worth not heading there yet until there's more route to use, because what's the point of having this big, huge rail yard if you can't use it? What Sean thinks about that, I'm not sure. But, like I said, I know we've discussed it several times. So, and who knows, before we even get there, we could change our minds again on what we decide to do. There's still plenty of time to sit down and talk about what we want to do on this project and where we want to head with it, and so on and so forth. Ooh, that's a good song right there. Holy Mountains. We have a ton of route left to do. And Sean, if you're still viewing, obviously chime in. I invite you on, but I really don't want to talk about the Ugandan trout population again. Still salty. I don't really know why we have different lawn texture over here. Because I'm looking around. Everyone's lawn's kind of Although to be fair, looking at the satellite imagery, and I believe this is satellite data from 2022. Maine's in a drought, so everyone's lawn kind of looks dead. But I don't think I want this texture here so widely used. It just pops out at you like, hi. I really don't want that. So I think we're going to go ahead and blend the two together. Because it's just not how lawns work here. Like, there's not just some huge distinct difference between, you know, the lawn and the forest. I mean, there is, usually because you mow your lawn, you don't mow the woods. But I would rather have, like, looking at my lawn, like, even in areas that I don't maintenance, where there's not trees, well, where there's not a lot of trees, the lawn just kind of blends in with the woods. So, I mean, there are some lawns around here that are very well maintained, and they're very well manicured, but not here in particular. Probably will keep some aspects of it, just to kind of give some difference in what the look. Afternoon, Mal. Welcome to the stream. I will use this grass in places where there are lawns. But not everywhere. Yeah, it kind of fits more the theme that I'm looking for, just a little bit. There's a squirrel on top of my car. She would not be there. Why don't you don't ride the lawnmower into the woods? I mean, you caught me, Mal. I like to get on my lawnmower, my push mower, and ride it off into the woods. Because honestly, that's what makes me the happiest, when I just ride my push mower off into the woods. Like, it makes me unbelievably happy to just go downhill on a push mower off into the woods. Screaming down a hill in Notch Yes on my push mower. Like, people who don't ride their push mowers downhill off into the woods are losers and need to really rethink their lives for like 5 minutes. Maybe 6, maybe even 6 minutes. If you want to rethink your life for 6 minutes, I'll let you. But I think you're weird if you don't. Man, my computer is struggle bussing. Although I have this really nice thing called an air conditioning unit right next to my window, or right in my window, that is pointed directly at my computer. I could turn it on, but that costs money, and we're not doing that. We don't do that here. We don't do money here. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. Now once I get some trees in there, it'll look even better. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, my cat. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing back there? Oh, hello. Oh, we're taking a mandatory Toby break. Hey, buddy. Hey, you haven't been catching mice lately. So, kind of appreciate it if you'd start, maybe contributing towards the utilities of the house. Oh, big meow. What are you gonna do? Oh, big yawn for the little kitty. Big stretchy. And the littlest meow. Oh, a mandatory Toby break. Chief Mouser. He's very good at his job. He's very, very good at his job. Like, when I first got him, I had mice running rampant through this house. Ooh, ooh, my elbow. Oh, oh, that was not funny. Oh, that tingles. Oh, I whacked it off the desk. Oh, and I just punched the desk. Fuck. Oh, we're falling apart, folks. Now the dogs are barking across the street. That's not good. Ah, I punched the desk with my funny bone and my fist. Fuck, that hurt. Alright, why did I do that? But no, when that still tingles. When Toby first came here, mice all over this house. I couldn't bring my groceries inside, keep them on the counter for an hour without the mice getting into them. I mean, just sucked moving into this house after Mom abandoned it for so long. Get the cat. I haven't seen a mouse dropping in my kitchen in well over a year and a half. It's been wonderful. I still get mice in the winter, though, because they come in. But I haven't had a mouse problem in such a long time. It's been wonderful. Yeah, it still tingles. Fuck. Alright, note to self. Don't punch desk. But like I said, so phase 1, I'll take you guys through before I get off, and I will be getting off kind of soonish. I'd like to get some food and maybe enjoy my day off, like maybe spend a little time outside, because I've been a hermit all 3 days, and I've been inside. Because I've just been going, and I haven't gone anywhere. See what I did there? See what I did there? Yeah, it's funny. What are you gonna do? Oh, hello. No, get up here. Hey, bring me the teeth. Hey, well, I can't reach you if you're behind me. I got a big head and little arms. Oh, happy man. Happy, happy man. Oh, what is this guy gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, man. 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 Oh. Oh. What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna bat at my hand? You're gonna bat at my hand? Oh. Well, I bat back at you, sir. Toby, I'm live streaming. Can I go back to that there dude? Can I go back to that there dude? Oh, no, you want love. Okay, you can have love. This stream can listen to me make stupid noises at my cat. Oh. Got your butt. Oh. Got your primordial pouch. Tell me the secret you hold. Oh. Alright. I go back to my stream. Oh, he's offended. Hello, Roblox Gamer, Jaden Zero, Desk One. Thanks, Mal. I'm glad someone's keeping score over, me and the desk. That is a bright yellow ass truck. Holy hell, was that truck yellow? That was probably the most yellowest truck I've ever seen. Alright, so it looks like here the parking lot is still a parking lot, and they have paths that go around. So we'll just do this. Stretch it along. And that utility pole is going to be right where I need to put the other parking spaces. So we'll have to switch that around here in a second. There we go. We'll take that and... Oh, no, no. You go back over there. Over there. Appreciate if the road would stop having like a rave on me while I'm trying to, you know, bring the terrain up a little bit. The terrave. Ha. I need to stop. Someone please stop me. These jokes are getting too bad. I'm hurting myself. Like this is getting unreal. I need to stop. It's just the ice machine, Toby. You don't have to freak out. And he's freaking out. Okay. You know, I hope this parking lot is big enough. Let me see. Let's go car. Actually, you know what? Let me see. Get me the Impala. Bring it to me. Oh yeah, so I was talking about with this the police car. So this is version 1 right here, and you see like the back door kept messing up. Like at first it was all white, and then it did this, and I'm like, well shit, so I just put it on a new car and it fixed itself. Quite happy with how it turned out. I even love the main plate. I don't know why. I guess just 'cause I see it all the time, but little details like that make me happy. Considering this is a truck entrance as well for the Mafka. Actually, let me see. NTTW Suburban. Let's take a look here too. Let's put another one. Yeah, it kind of sticks out in the road a little bit, so I guess I'll widen it a little bit. What was that? I'm going to get rid of this for now. We're going to just pull the parking lot a little forward. Now we'll get your ass out of here. I love crotch rockets. Especially at really odd hours in the morning. Just makes my whole day. Not that I expect there to be Chevrolet Suburbans up here, especially 2022s. But it is a longer vehicle, so I guess it would kind of help us measure a little bit. And then we can do a 53-foot trailer. Just to see. It's good measuring, so... Well, for sure, it's going to be tight through here, but it is what it is. The Mafka was an afterthought. And I think the issue isn't so much Chevy Suburban, but rather Gatorade Pink Chevy Suburbans. I mean, yeah, actually, it could be angle parking. Yeah, that could work. The only problem then is backing out. It's kind of a cul-de-sac, I guess. So, because the thing is, the road used to go all the way through. But once the Mafka went in, a lot of the through traffic or the layout of the street kept getting blocked by switching, and it was too much, so they ended up taking the street and cutting it off for the lead into the spurs. Now it's kind of a dead end. So trucks entering and exiting the Mafka are coming this way, but I don't expect big semis coming and going often. I do expect box trucks, dump trucks, tractors. So I don't think hanging in the street's going to be all too bad. And even still, like, regular cars wouldn't have too much of a problem. cars have more than enough space. And then semi trucks. Oh yeah, they'll be okay. And even with the trailer, they can give just a little bit of room. Or they can wait. So I'm not too concerned. Alright, put the sidewalk back. Except the Mafka was definitely an afterthought. Because the original entrance would have been over here. The trucks would have come in this way because they don't have to turn, and so on. They could just come in, turn. One less turn to make. Be it a big turn, but it would have been like a little dirt cut off, so it would have been a wide entrance in. No big issue. Weird white van pulling into my driveway. I'm concerned, question mark? It's another post office van, okay. Weird. Just the post office using weird white vans today. Oh, I have 4 people watching. That's pretty good. Yes, I know, stomach. You're hungry. We'll get there eventually. Itty bitty stupid little details like this. Man, I am craving a steak like a motherfucker right now. I might go somewhere and get me a steak. Even though I have chicken parm in the fridge, but that is a topic for another day. guess we'll put parking spaces in. JRRM. Color these spaces. Here I go with stupidly this detail. They are yellow. Here's that white van again. JRRM parking. There we go. There, that's how we're going to get around that. I'll come back. I don't want to do the other parking lot yet. Put some trees through here. Actually, it's kind of a field, if I recall correctly. Yeah, they're kind of like in a field. There's a couple of trees around the buildings, but it's mostly field. You know, because Kingfield, Maine? Yeah, nobody? Okay. Always exciting. I've had pretty good viewership today. I think at most I had 6 people watching. It's pretty good. Let's see. Trees. I need some trees. Trees are something that everyone needs. You look like a tree. So that's good. I'll take you. That's a nice tree. Kind of far away from the track, so maybe not. Yeah, probably not going to use that. We'll probably just go with one of these trees right here, just because it would look the best. So, there's my neighbor. Oh, there goes that yellow ass truck again. Holy hell! Let's see. Is there any pine trees I could use? Ugh. Alright, let's go TB trees. That's a tiny pine. Ooh, I like that, where the leaves are kind of falling off of it. I wonder. Nope. How the hell do we get car out of foliage? That's a weird one. How did that happen? How did I type in foliage car 2? How? How in the world did we manage to get that out of that? That will baffle me for ages. It's got a really asset. Alright. moving on before I get too focused into one area. Hmm. So yeah, it's close enough to the track so I can start using the detail there. Alright, how long have I been going for? 2.5 hours. Not bad. We'll go first a little bit longer. Like I said, I'd like to get off and maybe get some food or something. I don't know where I'm going to go, though. Gotta see what's in the area and open that surf steak. I think that's what I'm going to be aiming for this afternoon is steak. Actually, let me see. Hey, bale. There, we'll put some of that there. Trying to think what else this needs. So, obviously need more trees through here. Mailboxes, driveways. Yeah, probably could use a few of that. Cars kind of parked along as well, because this is a place where stuff happens, so we'll probably want some cars. What was I doing? Trees. Yep. So I'll probably go through and place some of these forest autumn trees. We'll definitely have like a deeper red tree. Ooh, what was that? Hopefully a deeper red tree. Excuse me, what are we doing? Give me an Elka. Maybe my pines. It's one thing that I've been kind of noticed the other night. There was a large, disturbing lack of pine trees along this route, which I was a little less than thrilled to see in some areas where there should be some, but can easily combat that issue. Place some trees kind of along this border here to kind of create a just a sound barrier of some kind. Okay, so we're not really doing a good job of creating a barrier. There we go. Kind of want to hide that crossbuck just a little bit. I might get some like shrubbery to go right there. Screw them, I say. They moved there. They knew the risks. I'll blow for that crossing that doesn't exist. Amen, Mal. Fucking men. I mean, true, at one point this crossing did exist, and the houses were right here. How often this crossing got used was definitely a question. But once the Mafka went in, I'd say the Mafka probably would have gone in the mid to late 90s, early 2000s. This crossing would have got ripped out, and then just because, again, the constant switching and the cars getting stuck here on the street and trucks waiting for the train to go deliver product and all that other crap, just enough complaints would have been raised about it, and then they just would have heated the crossing. It's amazing what a little bit of trees can do to an area. But yeah, so to kind of just talk about what I guess I'm doing here, up close to tracks like this, you definitely want some good detail. We're just trying to get some of that good detail in here, like a swimming pool and such, just because these are things that you would see. You would see things like these in and around. I'm moving the tree, aren't I? I am. I'm in a tree again. Now, you want little details in and around here, especially close to tracks. Places that you're going to be looking at. Like, I don't care too much about back here, except for, of course, the parking lots, because I do want that, because you can see from the tracks. And you might get out. It's close enough to the tracks you want to see what's in the area. But further away, like the houses over there, they'll probably just be houses and maybe a driveway. Maybe. Hell, we might not even place the house. Screw them. No horn zone. More like double horn zone. Put a reduction on it. And pull through it in 8. Morning, Billy. Jesus Christ, Mal. Yeah, you want little details close to the tracks. You want the areas to look lived in. Like, gotta put shit in and all around these houses right here, because this is the switching area. You're gonna be looking around. I mean, if you're not looking at the movement, but and that's the tough part with these industrial spurs that kind of snake their way through these towns. We already got to model the town in some way, shape, or form. But then on top of that, to have the rail line snake through the town itself, through the neighborhoods, you again got to start adding stuff to the houses. It's not just like main line where you have a couple of houses along the tracks that you get some stuff to kind of look at as you go by, but a few maybe blocks away, it's just a house. There ain't much there. This is definitely the tale of the two projects that I'm working on, because on one hand, the Carrabassett, I do have to be conservative with what I'm doing, because eventually people are going to start downloading this, and there's going to be a lot of stuff on this route. I don't want people's systems to get entirely bogged down, but then you get the, oh, it's Toby, hello. Another kitty stretch. So much stretchy. Maybe every time I get up, I should stretch, because every time you get out of bed from laying down for long, you stretch. Maybe that's the secret of my life that I am doing wrong, is I'm not being a Toby. Oh, he floppeted. Oh, he floppeted. No. Alright, stop being a kitty. I gotta work on the Carrabassett. Oh, still wanting the pets. Okay, no more pets. What was I doing? Shed, yep. tuck it up into the trees and put some trees around it. I could see that. It's a nice little asset. Where did I get that? Oh, Chippy Payware. Oh yeah, this is definitely something we're gonna see up here. Oh yeah, this is definitely something that has to be up here. Alright, I'm gonna put that over this way so I don't forget about it. Oh, it's Toby and he's laying right there. Hello, sir. Or wait, I could go to the store and get some stuff for chili and have a better supper. I might do that. I might actually go to the store. Which I hate doing. I hate going to the grocery store. But I guess that beats going all the way out and going all the way out, going somewhere, having to sit down, eat, order. Same old story. Like, so we went out yesterday for supper with my cousin. It was me, my aunt, my uncle, my cousin Erica, Sarah, and Ryan, Ryan's boyfriend, and Sarah's fiance Shane. And we went to Applebee's just up over in Biddeford. And my aunt called ahead. Actually, I gotta change the music. Hold on. My aunt had called ahead and told him, like, hey, we're coming, da-da-da-da. You know, is there room for, I think it was 8 of us. Yeah, it was 8 of us. So I said, yeah, you know, more than enough space right now. Come on down. Get there. They didn't mention they only had one. So it was one waitress on the floor. The other one had gone on break. And so we walk in there, and I think we spent about 10 minutes just kind of standing, waiting to be sat. Like, the maitre d' had come over and was setting up the table and stuff, and, like, wiping it down, getting us all ready, and, you know, I've been in that situation, sort of, a similar situation, kind of. There was a day at the Rooster that I think it was senior assembly for the high school girls. But there was a night, I think it was wing night, so Thursday night, that one of the girls was at senior assembly and the other girl, I think, called in sick. Or something. It was something where someone was supposed to come in and they never did. And so I'm just out there on the floor wondering where the hell is everyone. And so I'm texting my manager like, hey, where are the girls? Well, they're supposed to be in. Yeah, well, no one's here right now, and I'm alone on the floor, and it's getting busy. Like, it's getting very busy, and it's Thursday night. Like, I'm alone on the floor. So my manager came in, and she was my busser all night. But it was just me all night long. And I'm not going to sit there and say this, I mean, I think people are just trying to make me feel better than all reality. But apparently the service, you know, I felt bad about the service because I like to go over, I like to be very attentive and stuff like that. And out of 17 tables in the restaurant, not a big restaurant, every table was full, and they all wanted this and that and different things and split checks and, you know, refills on drinks and request this, and it's like things were just coming out all guffed up. Did my aunt come that night? No, I don't think so. I think some of my family actually showed up that night, and I can't remember. It was a while ago. But point being is like, you know, it sucks. It's shitty, but you still gotta just hustle. Like, I did not get a break. There's no way I could have gotten a break. obviously, because I'm the only person out there. Like, yeah, the manager probably could have just like let me take a little bit, like quick 15, just refresh real quick, maybe just grab a quick snack, and then come back onto the floor and just go. But no, it was fine. Like, trust me, it sucked. But it's like the service yesterday was abysmal. Like, I actually had kind of started to bring up the story, and I didn't realize the wait was right behind me, and I try not to be snide when I'm talking, just because I don't know who can hear or how people I'm talking to will receive it. But so I'm telling the story, and the waitress is like, "Oh my god, like that actually happened to you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got kind of, I just told the story again. I didn't realize she was behind me, but like my aunt could have said something." Hold on. Plane bumps another while backing up at Boston Airport. One of the planes, which was headed for Los Angeles, clipped the other plane as it pushed back from its gate at the airport. Sounds like... Sorry, my aunt must just watch the news. She sent me a story out of Boston Logan. Apparently, a plane was pushing out from the gate and it clipped another plane while backing out. And I'm like, well, a ramp agent in Boston's gonna lose his job. Although, knowing how things are going right now, no one's gonna lose their job because everyone's hurting so wicked bad. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Kind of want one of these trees to be like right up against the shed. Like that. Ooh, much better. So I'll have to put another tree here real quick. Let me grab another forest. Or autumn tree. Let me grab another forest real quick. But no, the service was actually kind of shit. It's like, it's everywhere I go. It's like, they're like, oh yeah, so we only got just a couple people. And like, I get that part, it's weird because people aren't working. And I guess, like, part of it is probably because a lot of older people retired. They went into retirement. And I think it's been a problem coming for a long, long, long time. All the baby boomers are getting old and are starting to retire, and there were people who died through COVID. Whether you believe in COVID or not, like, people died from something. So it's just hard. People aren't working, or there's not enough people to replace the gaps right now. But regardless, it's everywhere I go. Like, I go to like Texas Roadhouse. Service is really crappy. I like going. I'm still kind of want to go to Texas Roadhouse. I want my damn rolls. I might go up there. I really shouldn't. Time they close on Sundays. Nope, don't. Nope. No, we're not going it. Anyways, but it's like everywhere I go, there's always something. The kitchen's understaffed, so it takes forever for food to come out, or like the people who are there, like a properly staffed kitchen, they know they ain't gonna get fired. Who's gonna replace them? Like, what a time to be. Like, what a time to have a job and like not care. Because, like, who the hell's gonna replace you? Who is gonna replace you? And that's what a lot of people realize is like, I can't be replaced because no one's gonna fill the gap. Like, there is no one to fill that gap, so essentially they're okay. Like, that's kind of what my boss goes through right now at the Golden Rooster. Is like, there are people he's wanted to let go, but can't, because either he lets them go, or he either deals with it and he has someone filling the gap, or he fires them and now he's in the kitchen all day. And he doesn't want to work all day. He owns the place. He has the right to relax. He's also been doing it forever. So, like, he shouldn't have to do it all day. But there he is, so it's like a lot of the times he just has to deal with it. And it sucks, because Chris is such a great guy. Like, I look at him as like a father figure. You know, he kind of picked me up from my last job, pulled me up by the bootstraps, and it's nice because throughout all the bullshit that I hear daily, like all the bullshit that I hear every single day, at least a few times a week, I am always told I'm a blessing to have at work. It's great to have me on board. You know, someone compliments me for great service or whatnot, or just there I get good reviews, and I hear about them. You know, not trying to say that, you know, you need to stroke my ego every single day, but when praise does come my way, hold on, CNR switch stand main 7. Let me go look that up. CNR switch, if I could spell. Just get down on the rest. I'm also going to save real quick. But to be appreciated and reminded, like, hey, thank you for being here. Like, I can always rely on you. I can always count on you. Like, thank you for being a good employee. Just little things like that. Like, if they had just, you know, thanked me for doing a, you know, like a little extra above and beyond, because I did get compliments from customers at the airport for service in their planes and stuff like that, or just good service or going above and beyond. Like, my boss would go, you know, hey, so like so and so said, you know, this happened or whatever. Like, we got a, you know, letter of whatever the fuck it was. And I'm like, oh, it really? You know, he's like, yeah, you know, that's great and all, but like, hey, maybe next time. There was always something. Always something. It's like no matter what I did, there was always like a, that's great and all, but, or so maybe next time. It was bothering me. It was incorrect. There was always something. It was always something. It was never a, hey, you did a good job, or hey, you know, heard about this, you know, good work. It was always some complaint, or I, you know, would do something, and I would do it the exact way I was told. Exactly the way I was told. And my boss comes to me and go, hey, so, what happened there? And I tell him, like, so you told me, and he's like, yeah, well, actually, like, next time do it this way, because, you know, you just didn't do it correctly. And it's like, really, dude, you're the one who showed me. Like, you're kidding me, dude. Like, you're the one that told me how to do it this way. It was just always something. Eventually that job just wore on me enough to where I'm like, fuck it, I'm gone. That's the other beautiful thing, too, about right now. You know, what a time to hate your job. You know, like, what a time to absolutely hate the hell out of your job. Because there's a great thing about right now. If you don't like your job, there's a ton of jobs open. Like, you can go do anything. And places are getting desperate for people, so some places are kind of lowering their expectations, which can be good and bad, because you can get some employees walking through the door. But for good workers who maybe have struggled to find a job they like because the requirements were too high or too hard to meet, getting a little easier. Like, that's just the great thing about right now that I've noticed. Like, it's just what a time to just be unemployed, to be looking for a job, to be at a job you hate and looking to leave. Because you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere. Yeah, like I said, it sucks when I go somewhere and they don't have a lot of help. And it's hard because, I just want to go somewhere and be able to enjoy myself and not have to worry about a whole hell of a lot. But now I go somewhere and I have to wait and wait and wait. It is what it is, but it does get old after a while, especially when it's everywhere you go. I don't know. It's just thinking about it from a perspective like an employee. It is kind of nice to know that, hey, I can leave this shitty job if I don't like it, and I can go just somewhere else. And in some cases, it's like, I think my last job, at the airport I left, I don't think they ever really officially replaced my position. I do know that they eventually got the raise that I was waiting on. To know it took that long, like it took until the summertime for that raise to come along that they told me that people were going to get. And here's another thought for the day. So, my last job was one of the jobs that my boss hated. Hated. He did not. He was really pissed off when he'd find out about it. But he didn't like us talking about our wages. Which, if you are ever at a job where they discourage you or openly reprimand you for talking about your wages, leave. Or start talking about your wages with your coworkers, because they can't do anything to you about that. They can't tell you you can't talk about your wages. It's against the law. Now, I've heard people at the restaurant, some older folk, or just middle-aged dudes, go, oh, well, it creates problems in the workplace. It's like, yeah, but why does it create a problem in the workplace? Oh, well, people start, talking about their wages, and the next thing you know, someone realizes, oh, well, this guy's getting paid more than me. It's like, yeah, that's the point. That's the whole point of why you should talk about your wages, is because you're going to find that you're getting fucked over. If you are ever somewhere where, like I said, they don't want you discussing that, start discussing it. Or just leave. Because they are trying to keep you guys from, finding out you're getting screwed. And I believe it was under the Obama administration, it was proven, or not proven, it was made a law. It's protected. It is protected that you are allowed to discuss your wages. So, yeah. If they tell you you can't, you're getting screwed over. Like, you are probably getting screwed royally. And that's what happened was we started realizing there was a lot of discrepancies. Like, people didn't like hearing that I was getting a raise when I was told I was getting a raise. But when my boss heard that people were talking about the fact that I was getting a raise, suddenly I didn't get that raise. And he got really mad at me for discussing it. Which, I mean, I did, because I was excited. But also, again, I can discuss my wages. And not him nor no one else could tell me otherwise. Then my buddy that I was working with, Matt, he started talking to me about things my boss had told him, and he realized he was getting screwed over, and it was just a whole big mess. And so we all left. Well, not all of us. I mean, there were plenty of people who stayed, but the guys who were comfortable or didn't, Oh, it's Thomas freaking Holmes. Oh my god. Big man Tom. Big man Tom. What are you doing in my live stream? What are you doing here? I haven't heard from you in a while. You Microsoft Flight Sim lover. Now I wonder, because it's a dead end, would there be a mailbox at every driveway? Or would they just have a large array of mailboxes right here for the houses and the Mafka? I feel like they just put the mailboxes here. Because that's what they do in a cul-de-sac near me, just actually around the corner. Is there's so many like condos and duplexes, there's just a community mailbox. Let's see, mailbox. Tobias the feline is absolutely wonderful. He is asleep behind me right now. He is living his life. He is loving his life. He is a cat. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses, and a Mafka and a pear tree. Yes, Mr. Tobias is wonderful. Just a love, still. And how are you, sir? How is England these days? 2. Go British Town, just don't have mailboxes. Wait, you guys don't have mailboxes over there? Like, how do you get your mail then, is my question. We're having a mass economic recession, moving away to university in a month. Much sadly. Oh, that's upsetting. I'll have to pop in on the Dash server sometime and maybe chit-chat with you guys for a while before you head off. Because I haven't done that in a while, actually. Like, it's been a while since I popped into the Dash server. I think actually I should probably also do a Dash flight, so I am still considered active because I've been itching to do some flights. That's for the Mafka, so I still need just a couple more. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have a mailbox just across the end of my driveway here. They're usually all situated on one side of the road, or like you go somewhere, like there's a trailer park just within 10 miles of me where it's like all the trailers have the mailboxes right at the beginning, and it's like this huge piece of wood that like sags in the middle, and there's like 30 mailboxes on this one piece of wood. It's like 2 by or like this piece of plywood that just like drapes across 2 posts, and there's like 30 mailboxes on it, and there's another 30 mailboxes, so everyone has to go to the beginning. Or there's like this little parcel box right here, like it's a cul-de-sac behind me, like I was talking about, and it's a lot of like smaller versions of these, and it's just individual mailboxes for the little neighborhood. But yeah, we're heading into a. I think we're already in a recession. I really don't know what we're in. Um, that's cute. Say these kids around here need a little playground. Well, like some areas do. Like some houses, like I would assume, like in a city, probably have it at the door. Some people do have their mailboxes attached to their house, so there's like a little drop box there. But predominantly, most of the U.S., your mailbox is at the end of your driveway or across like the street. Like all I have to do is walk out my door, walk like 20, 30 steps to the end of my driveway, cross the street, get my mail, and then just reverse it. It only sucks when it's like raining and whatever. My neighbor, the Pribishes, they used to just pull in, and there's like a little dirt pull off. They pull into the opposing lane of traffic, pull up to the mailbox, grab their mail, back up, and then pull into their driveway because it's on their side of the road. I could do the same thing, but I'd have to back up, recross the lane of traffic with my car, and yeah, it's just too much. So I just walk and get there. It's all I've ever known, so it's really not inconvenient for me. I don't do it often because I only get bills. It's turning out really nice, by the way. Well, it's 5 o'clock. I've been going for 3 hours. I might, yeah, I'm probably going to place down some textures here and then probably going to start wrapping it up so I can get some food. You know, honestly, for 3 hours of work, I'm actually kind of happy with that. That's not bad for 3 hours worth of work. Which, speaking of getting paid and work and all that stuff, and cause I mentioned getting paid earlier, that's one thing I am gonna have to figure out eventually here, and that's quickly getting closer as time pushes on. Is what are we charging? You still driving that Ford? Oh yeah, I still got the Crown Vic. I'm getting rid of my Ford Focus though, cause screw that piece of shit car. Yeah, no, I still got the Crown Vic, the police car. Actually, you know what? Lacking a little weather. Let me see. Playground. Probably gonna put a small fence right here so the kiddos don't wander out into the tracks. That actually would probably be really smart. Let's see. What am I looking for? Mesh. 4-foot rusty. Like, I was looking at it, I'm like, you know, people walking this way maybe need a fence. Nah, they should get the memo, don't wander out in the tracks. But since there's going to be a playground right here, probably should be a fence. Like, almost 100% should be a fence. So I could see a lot of problems where, you know, kids want to go play up on the tracks or whatever. And yeah, I mean, they probably still will, but if we at least put a fence, we can be like, oh, we tried. make a little park. I know it's kind of beat up in real life, but maybe with the ballpark being here and the railroad, maybe class up a little bit. Yeah, not bad. Probably just be a small dirt lot here for cars to park in. Check the pin messages and AM screenshots. I'll go check it now. Oh my god. Wow. Holy shit, that's good. Holy shit, that's a good photo. Wow. That's a damn good shot. Wow. I have nothing else to say. That is a damn good shot. That is beautiful. Amazing. I don't think I've seen a better shot in trains in a long, long time. Like, it's kind of hard to see. I mean, I can tell which one's the fake one just because of the STRM tree, but still, it actually took me a minute to realize, like, which one's fake, which one's not. And the more I looked, I'm like, okay, I can see assets I recognize in trains. But still, that's wicked good. And anyone who disagrees should just go the fuck home. Like, that is a great photo. Yeah, no, that is a faithful recreation. That is stupidly scary how close it is to the real thing. Like, you could I love doing that. Like, I'll take a photo I see that's really really good and show it to someone who doesn't know any better or isn't a part of the trains community. Like, I'll show it to some people, some friends of mine or just some people that I work with, like, is this real or fake? And they'll have to guess and they'll be like, sometimes they'll be like, oh yeah, that's real. I'm like, that's train sim. That photo I'm definitely taking to, like, see if how many people I can throw off. Because, like, that is an amazing photo. Alright, well. Alright, well. I'd say this ain't bad first a few hours worth of work. Got some good scenery done, and, you know, it doesn't look like a ton, but it is a little tedious, I guess, coming through here. I think it's the first town that I've really sat down and started in some capacity. Like, I know Ethan definitely started a lot more than me, but actually having something to work off of, I guess, kind of helps. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go because I would like to get some food in me and not be on my computer all day before I have to go back to work tomorrow. But yeah, so I appreciate y'all for watching. Stop cursing, it's Cafomer. Yeah. Curse all day long, it's my goddamn channel. Anyways, yeah, so Kingfield is coming along in some capacity. It's getting there. Still have a long way to go because we still have to tackle the actual town center itself, which is dense building around here, and some of them are going to have to be kind of somewhat detailed, especially right about here-ish, just because it is close enough to the tracks. Everything else can just kind of be fudged and try not to go too overboard. There's a school around here. I think it's over here, which that'll have to be kind of somewhat detailed. But yes, that's kind of all I got for tonight, because yeah, I'm getting tired and I need to go eat. Getting too hungry at this point, so I appreciate you all for watching. I'll have the Carrabassett for a little while. I leave for Greenville at the end of the month. Let me see. Can I get a calendar? Does this thing have a calendar? Do I not have a calendar? Let me see. Calculator. Calendar. There we are. No. Just go to the calendar. I just don't see the date. There we go. So yep, today is the 14th of August. So not this Friday, but next Friday I go up to Greenville. And I'll be in Greenville from the 26th, 27th, and 28th. And then I'm back the 29th, 30th, and 30th. I'll be back morning of the 29th, probably, or the evening of the 28th. So if I come back the evening of the 28th, I'll stream. If not, I'll stream on Wednesday the 31st, the very end of the month. I'll probably stream one more time through this week, probably on Friday the 19th. I'm going to just go ahead and concrete that date. I'm going to go ahead and stream the 19th. So Anyways, guys, do appreciate you for watching. If you have any questions about assets used, which actually, wait, I think someone asked me a lot of the trees I use here. I use a lot of CL trees, forest autumn trees. I do use some TP forest. I do pick and pull from there. STRMM trees, I use a fair bit of them, like the Alkas, and we've been using the Yasen trees a little bit. But a lot of just TB and autumn forest trees is what we've been using. I believe someone asked me that ages ago, and I never got around to doing it, and I don't remember why. I think it's just big burnout or something like that. You know, just trying to keep myself going and keep myself motivated, but anyways, that's actually not bad. Look at that. That's cool. A little neighborhood cut off from each other. Anyways, guys, I will talk to y'all on the next one, so take it easy and have a good rest of your weekend. Take care.